Just want to be in the middle, sort of like. I gotta get a good setup because last time I did a live stream, it was like 4.5 hours, and I was perched on the edge of my sofa, my back. Oh my
Oh, I
god!
bet.
So I just want to try and make sure I'm as comfy as I can be. There we go. That'll do. That'll do.
Probably give you about 90 minutes for this one.
Yeah, not so bad. I'm glad we picked one with a shorter running time. I wouldn't want to watch, Inglorious Bastards or something.
And
Don't know why that was the first film I thought of with a long running time, but
well, we can do Midsommar right after this if you want.
yeah, yeah, extended
The
cut.
director's cut.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I think I'll pass on that one.
Okay.
So already past my bedtime.
Yeah, thanks for saying up. So.
The only chance I get by the time I get all my family in bed, I can't promise I'll be able to do it at about 7. So
That's fine. Right. What are we doing? Oh, let me see. 1988's Dead Heat.
that's the one. I got this bad boy.
Oh, what do you got? Oh, there's a nice one. Look at that.
The Vinegar Syndrome one. I got the old school artwork on the inside.
It's rubbish. You want it 4x3 mono sound.
Yeah. Just like back in the day.
That's how I first saw it. How did you first see it?
Dead Heat, I got to be honest, Dead Heat is not one that's from my childhood. I kind of picked it up, sort of when Blu-ray was out and it was like getting remastered and whatnot. So yeah, it wasn't a childhood favourite of mine, Dead Heat. I got to be fair. Was it rare to get on VHS in the UK, or was it quite popular? I can't really remember.
It was quite popular at the time.
Yeah.
I was lucky to get this version.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was on retail, but well, Shemainos. I think we've got our limit on Welsh people now. 3 is enough on the internet.
I think he needs to know I'm from Newport Mine, so strictly English.
It's on the border, isn't it? So,
yeah, you'll do.
If I step outside, I can see your house probably from here. There we go. All right, so the link to the film is in the chat if anyone wants to watch along, because it is on YouTube.
Yeah, don't surprise me now. These older films.
I know. I don't know how some things aren't blocked, but and yeah, you put 10 minutes of a clip or something on and you're blocked.
Yeah, I know. I get copyrighted on all my YouTube videos. I know. Because I'm not monetized, so I wouldn't get any bloody money.
Have to go back and start editing.
Yeah, well, whatever, innit?
Yeah. Right, if I press play on this.
Yeah, I'll push play again now.
Hang on, where am I? Slow technology. Right.
Yeah, I'll pause it a minute till you get yours.
New World Pictures, because it depends.
Yeah, New World Pictures. Yeah, that's what's coming up on.
Hang on, I got to press play on mine. Get my digital copy running. There we go. Right. I'll pause. So where are we? Is it in focus?
I'm running mine on a PlayStation. I got to be fair. I don't usually watch things on my PlayStation, but I'm in my living room tonight, so I haven't got the 4K setup. So
there we go. Right, Darren McGavin of the Kolchak fame, the Night Stalker.
I tell you what, right? Apart from Night Stalker, I haven't really seen much of Darren McGavin, but lately I've been watching all these sort of TV movies from Vinegar Syndrome, and he's popping up all the time. Fair play.
Yeah, I always thought of him just Night Stalker but then he's in Christmas Story and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was in this like American giallo movie I watched the other night. I think it was called Child of the Night. It was the first ever film with Elijah Wood in.
Okay.
Got the ever-present TV actor that is Tom Skerritt. I think he's in every TV movie I watch from the 80s. Good old Tom.
So this is written by Terry Black, who is Shane's brother. Who wrote
Shane Black. Yeah.
Among others.
So, yeah, Shane Black's good. He wrote Monster Squad anyway back in the day. And
yeah. So his brother thought he had to go, and now Shane Black even has an appearance in this film.
Cool.
So, what's this?
You're a little bit in front of me. Let me just capture it.
Treat Williams of films like, was it Once Upon a Time in America and what's the underwater one? Deep Rising.
Deep Rising, yeah, good film that is actually, yeah. Good film.
Yeah. He seems to go between light comedy, horrors, and serious dramas.
bit of an unusual first name. Like, I didn't know whether you'd say it as this sounds or whether it was sort of like, I don't know, something posh like Treyat or something.
It could be. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say it. So
Yeah, Treat is a funny name, isn't it? But anyhow.
And we've got Joe Piscopo. Do you know anything about Joe Piscopo?
Only that he was a comedian, wasn't he, on Saturday Night Live. He wasn't really an acting star until they put him in this film, but obviously he had the muscles for it. So
he was gonna. Yeah, he left Saturday Night Live to be a big Hollywood star, and he never made it, unfortunately.
I'm gonna say that worked out well then.
Because this was a bomb when it came out.
I watched an interview with the director earlier in preparation for this video, and he said it was a bomb when it came in. He said it wasn't advertised properly. He said it just dropped, and no one had really knew it was coming or whatever. So it's only over the years it's got his cult following, really.
Maybe it's Piscopo's mullet that spoiled it.
Not being funny though. Don't just say 80s like when you see that sort of haircut.
And why do these coppers always drive the nicest car?
In America, I don't know. They all seem to just be made of money. Like you see the youngsters, they're 16 years of age driving around in bloody BMWs in the modern day films.
Yeah, and in the old 80s films, they're always driving a Mustang convertible.
Yeah,
especially like Fright Night and stuff like that.
In your days.
Although I was saying that I had a TR7 when I was in my late teens.
Oh god, it was all Novas when I was growing up, and you had to find a small engine car like the old Nova. But I don't know what your copy's like, obviously, because I'm VHS, but the red of the car looks amazing on the one I'm watching. Fair play, though. Yeah. He's just lost his bun to his hot dog.
That's right. Not only knows a little Welsh, so we're all right.
I could hold my own in a conversation for maybe like 30 seconds, like the niceties, but that would be it, really. There's a dead language in there, so what's the point? It's like where I work, they make you answer the first part of the phone call in Welsh and first part of your emails in Welsh. So I was like, well, I hope none of them actually turned around and take you up on the offer of Welsh, but I couldn't go any further than hello, but
yeah.
You know what it is.
That's it, because not saying that in Star Trek The Next Generation, there's an episode where Data's learning to be a comedian, and the virtual hologram is Joe Piscopo teaching him how to do comedy. That's the only other place I can think of he was in.
I didn't even recognise the name. I only knew he was on SNL from, looking into it, like.
Yeah. We've got this shootout where it seems quite commonplace, and there's Robert Picardo, who's also off Star Trek, as a hologram.
Oh, right, okay.
He's in, what's he in? The other one, Voyager.
I'm not a massive Star Trek fan, mate, so I take your word for it, but I'm only really into the Calvin timeline stuff. I haven't got anything against it, mate. It's just finding the time to get into it all, really. Like so many older movies I got to discover,
So people are shooting these bad guys, not taking the hint that they're going to die.
I think he said a line about it, and I shot him 50 times. Still not dead. Something going on here. But I heard they cut a lot of gore. Well, I heard. The director said he had to cut a lot of gore out of this, more than half of what was originally in it for the R-rated cut. So
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? When you see what happens on TV now, and then they've lost the original stuff, so they can't put it back in. There's, I think on the DVD, possibly on 4K, there's got the extras has poor quality versions of the gore on it. So
it's got an extended cut, but that's got nothing to do with the cut gore. That's just got extra scenes of dialogue. Right. But yeah, like you say, it's just got some rough shots of the stuff on the extras, the edited stuff, like the stuff that's been cut out. A lot of it's done in a comedic way, though, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's what the director said. It's all comedy. It's not violence for violence sake. It's just so ridiculous you wouldn't believe it.
Fair play to the director, Mark Goldblatt. God, you want to check his IMDb credits? He's worked on some films as editor mind over the years. It was a bloody who's who of one of the best films of the 80s.
He was, wasn't he? Mr. Goldblatt. I was trying to look up his contact information, but he hasn't got any.
Yeah, see if we can get him on the show.
I saw, like you said, I saw his details. Oh, bloody hell! He's got a few stories to tell.
Yeah, he come across quite well actually on the interview on the 4K. Like, seems like a knowledgeable guy. Obviously, he's worked with them all, Jim Cameron, and also, he's. I don't like the Punisher. Man, he directed the Punisher after this with Dolph Lundgren. I don't like that movie. I don't know why. I don't know, man. He just spends half the time naked in a sewer. I'm just like, what? What has this got to do with the Punisher?
That's true. That's another film with two cuts to watch, but. Yeah, there's the theatrical cut, and then there's a new version.
I got a Blu-ray. I grabbed it from CEX, like just keep my interest to watch it because I haven't seen it in about 20 years. But
and we got the token black captain here now, shouting at them.
That's the thing you always got. Always got to have your black captain in the films, and you're picking their asses.
Yeah.
He's like the only guy who can speak to these other guys like however he wants. Anyone else speaks to him like they get a punch in the chops for the captain. Don't mess with him.
Apparently, Piscopo was doing a lot of ad-libbing, and like when he's walking through the office there's a nun, and he speaks to her and says, "I'll see you Thursday." I don't think that was scripted.
He looked like he was stuck to keep a straight face doing that, Steve Piscopo. So that must be the hard bit when you work on a comedy movie. Like if you're the serious actor, like imagine if you were like, I don't know, the serious actor and you had to work alongside Eddie Murphy or something. Like it must be bloody hard work.
Yeah, you're trying to hold your own against a comedian these days. Well, those days. Yeah.
Imagine being on set with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Like I bet Jackie Chan didn't understand half the stuff he was saying. He'd be like, "He's alive."
The Kelvin timeline and is track like, oh, there you go. You start the movie.
That's probably why I like it, because I can get my head round it a bit better. But I bought the 4K box set, and it come with like a pamphlet that broke it all down through the timeline. So that's the sort of Star Trek fan I am. I need the pamphlet.
That's nice.
So I know where
the liners here. Hello.
All right, mate.
Yeah, it's always PCP in the 80s. That's why people couldn't get taken down. But pretty true.
PCP,
So this was released 6th of May, 1988 in the US. And I didn't know it had a cinema release, because 11th of August, 1988. But, yeah, and then in some countries it's called Detective Zombie and stuff like that.
Oh, I never alternative titles for movies, mine. I watch a lot of like old school video nasties and things like, and there's so many different titles for the movies.
I know. I think, I haven't seen this one. Halfway through, this is all very familiar.
I know. I'm watching one now for a YouTube channel, YouTube video called The Bay of Blood.
Oh yes.
And I was looking for it on streaming and I couldn't find it, and I found it under The Twitch of the Death Nerve.
That's the one.
So it sounds like the other title, like Twitch of the Death Nerve or Bay of Blood, but it's funny.
Yeah, because you're going through the video nasties, aren't you? The ones that were done only because of the poster, isn't it? Like you said.
Yeah, there's like the 39 worst ones. We might move on to the other ones. Mine is just gotta have a bit of a focus on you when you're doing your video. You can't just keep churning out the unboxings. Well, unless you made the money, I suppose.
There's what's her name? Smithers, the coroner. And she's got Polaroids of the dead bodies for some reason.
Well, I don't really recognise her. I thought I did, but I had a look at her IMDb credits, but I didn't really recognise her from anything.
Oh, what's that cat doing?
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah, is he? Darren McGavin?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
It looks very Connery.
Yeah, he looks like the sort of guy, doesn't he? Like he'd wear like loads of gold rings and gold chains and all that. Just like Bobby George. I don't know if you know who that is, an old dart player. No, I do like Darren McGavin. Like I said, I only knew him from Kolchak, but he pops up here and there now in films I watch, maybe because I'm familiar with the name now, so I notice him more.
Yeah.
But Kolchak's great. I caught part of your episode the other night where you was watching Kolchak with that young lady. So many people haven't heard of it. It's ridiculous
I
as
know.
well. Like, it's so good.
I think it's pretty around the same time I saw this in the late 80s, late night TV.
Yeah, I mean, those were the days, mine, when you could just stumble upon something, you know, and it'd be really good. These days, it's just, I don't know, all these big budget Netflix shows with these beautiful casts.
No. Yeah, it's not the same, is it? You have to stay up late on a Friday night for a midnight movie.
Well, I think that's what does matter about a lot of modern cinema. Like, everyone's so, like, perfect, so perfectly chiseled with their bodies and their face. At least in the 80s, people just looked normal, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, and if you thought a woman was attractive, it's because she looked naturally attractive.
Yeah.
But it was just the way it is.
That is true, not. I haven't seen Jeff for a few days. I have messaged him this morning, but he hasn't replied yet. Yeah. 101 Bronson.
No, I'm not
Usually
sure.
around, but we haven't seen him for a while.
No, I'm not sure, mate, who that is, to be honest. The old school computer. Am I still a bit behind if you type the notes on the computer?
Where am I? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone. The VHS does like run at a different speed. So look at this.
Okay.
Back in the day, you could watch, read porn and you work. Sorry to interrupt your erection.
Yeah, I know. Like, it just, again, it just sums up the 80s, doesn't it? Like, you know, imagine they find you with a porn mag in your job these days. It's mad like the job by your year, wouldn't they? Like, God, I remember I used to work in the office. Started working in the office when I was about 16, and it was still like that then. You know, they'd all smoke still in the offices, and I worked in like a AMEC, the construction company. And all they did, they had these floppy disks. They were all full of naked women. They thought they were the best things ever. Like, let's floppy disking quick before the boss comes. You get like this 30-second, you know, rough clip of some naked bird. You used to get those silly games, didn't you? Like, you could play on floppy disks, and then, like, you know, as a prize, like, you'd see a naked woman or something at the end.
Yeah, because I did a stream where I was playing arcade and a strip poker game on a Commodore 64. And it was like Sam Fox's strip poker or something.
That's it, yeah. Because again, it went on a Commodore 64.
At the end was not worth all the effort.
No, I know. It's like those, like I'm in the pub, you know, the pictures of the women with the bag of nuts on. You've got to buy all the nuts before you sit. I went through some nuts back in the day.
Yeah.
My local.
The one from the top.
No, yeah.
No, the one down a bit.
It's like catchphrase. I'll have the one in the middle. But yeah.
Yeah, more Polaroids. So yeah, they got offices and reception, and then on the same level is the asphyxiation room where they kill things.
Apparently, this building was used on a movie called Biodome 8 years later. It's not a movie I've heard of, mind. What's that, sorry?
It's a Pauly Shore film where
yes.
Brothers. I think Kylie's in it.
Yeah, I know the one you mean now. Is it to do with roller skating or something like that? No. I don't know. I know the one you mean with Pauly Shore, because I used to be a fan of Pauly Shore, and he only ever had an handful of movies anyway, didn't he?
Yeah.
But obviously California Man or Encino Man, if you live in America.
Yeah, like everyone knows what Encino is. I know. Like when I saw that in the cinema, it was a California Man, because never even heard of Encino as part of California.
No, that's another one. You know, I watched that Encino Man Saturday to watch it. Oh, right, it's California. But, and he did another one in the Pauly Show where he like lives on a farm. He's like a farmhand or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and with the daughter of the farmer or something. The farmer hates him.
He was kind of like the Adam Sandler that didn't work out, wasn't he? Really, Pauly Shore. He's just a bit too one note, wasn't he? Really, like.
Nos is making floppy thing to jokes now. No, don't lower the tone.
No. Those are the days, man. Like I said, I used to work in an office. They used to be like porter cabin type offices, and the way people used to smoke in them, you'd never get away with it now, obviously.
Well, yes, it was pubs, cinemas, airplanes, anywhere you wanted.
I know. bit crackers when you think about it with some places, but it was always all right with a pint one. Yes, cinemas, I know.
Right in
Some
front of the
guy
screen.
smoking a giant cigar in the cinema, like something stupid. But yeah. Which bit are you on, mate? I don't know if you're a little bit. You're having a little
He's
scrap
fighting
there.
a zombie monster here.
Yeah, you just. I don't know if I must have like maybe an extended cut because I can't seem to catch up. I don't know. I can't seem to catch up. He's behind again.
Mine's the Thatcher cut. But why are they reviving this two-faced mutant?
He looks like one of the bad guys off Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, he's massive.
I don't think a lot of this film makes a whole lot of sense, does it? I know you're not looking for realism, but I don't know. It's fine, you know. It don't take long to get to where it's going. Fair play.
No.
But, good practical effects on this guy as well. Fair play.
Yeah, and then especially the Chinese restaurant. Yeah. Hey, Sophie's here. Hey, Sophie.
Is he the guy from? Is he in Big Trouble in Little China? That guy from the Chinese?
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought I recognised him from something.
He's from Gremlins. He's the
Gremlins.
That's it. Gizmo.
Yeah, that's it. That's where I recognise him from.
You know, this was made later. He's not doesn't wear as much old age makeup. And then
yeah,
whatever from Running Man.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero.
yeah.
Zero, he ends up.
Yeah.
I don't know who put this fact in the IMDb trivia that UK stand-up comedian Bernard Manning initially auditioned for the role that Joe Piscopo got.
Bernard Manning. Oh, imagine that. God, he's from Writing in the Sun, the Hollywood bloody superstar. Yeah, I don't think that was going to work out for him, was it?
No. He's not the most physical thing. I mean, he wouldn't be able to fight a zombie. Yeah.
Quite one. Oh God, that's.
I'd love to watch that version though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, how good would that be? Like, that's another thing that's sort of changed over the years. And in mind, those blue stand-up comedians, they can't make a living anymore. Fair play. People like Bernard Manning. Well, he's probably dead now.
Weston-super-Mare, where I am, we get Bernard Manning. I don't mean Bernard for. I think he's retired, but we get Jim Davidson.
I don't mind a bit of Jim Davidson, mine, but I like to go Weston-super-Mare, a bit of a stomping ground of mine. Fair dues from when I was younger with the boys to going down there with my kids on a summer day. Like, so I down in Weston.
It's got a sandy beach. There's no sea, but
it's got like this bit, hasn't it? Like in the one corner, it's sort of like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a little bit of a pool form from the sea. Sort of
a little pool where you can go in if
but you step in it, like when you go too far, the ground is all sand and you just like sink down in it.
Yeah, like, if you go too far, it turns into mud. And
yeah, I know, it's weird. Yeah, the kids love it, but I didn't.
There you go. Real Fifth Beatles here. Mike's here. Oh, he's checking out your 39 series and subscribed to you.
Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers. Say it's not like high on the production value or anything, but you know, hopefully we're giving you what you need. You know, if you're thinking of checking the films out or whatever.
Yeah. Well, look at this production value here. With me. VHS.
Well, I know. Some people just got too much time, haven't they? Like, you know what I mean?
There you go. There's facts I didn't know. Bernard Manning died years ago.
Yeah, I thought he might have tagged it now, my Bernard Manning, but
Sophie's never heard of this film. Not even heard of it. The link's in the chat, Sophie, if you want to watch it.
I'm sure the other half would have heard of it. He's into all films.
It's one of those. Was it like Joe Blow and all those channels have been supporting it and their revisiting stuff they do? Okay, there we go. So, thanks for that anyway. Are you live tonight? Yeah, Fifth Beatle does a lot of live streams, but they're at midnight, so past my bedtime, I have to watch them the next day.
That's the problem when you're fans of American ones. Like I watch this guy, Master Chaos. He knows his stuff when it comes to trashy, old sort of movies from the 70s and the 80s. But yeah, like you say, you can't get involved with the lives because they're on at like 12, 1 in the morning. You're not the same watch them on replay knives, are they? Because you want to get involved in the convo. Like,
you want to shout at them. All caps.
You want to mate. What do you mean, Nightmare on Elm Street 2's crap?
Did you look up how much the? Well, it says here there's a body count, but I don't know if they include some people twice. But
So say half the people don't even die in this film. I tell you what, you get by year though now, something that, you know, if you didn't have this in your movie in the 80s, did you even have a movie? And that's the blue electric special effects.
the lightning effect, yes.
Yeah. Made famous by the Emperor in Star Wars. And then it was definitely...
I think they said they used the same blue lightning effects as they used on the first Terminator film here.
Ah, right, fair enough. So again, going back to the director, he was editor on Terminator.
Yeah.
And Terminator 2. So yeah, he probably had plenty of contacts, didn't he? That's why he was probably able to get a film made.
Was this the only one he directed?
Well, he done The Punisher as well, didn't he?
Ah, that was in The Punisher, yeah. He's only,
Nothing else after that. Yeah.
Turned out to be cult films.
Well, it's a tough business mind, isn't it, you know?
Oh, yeah, when his list reads what? Terminator 2, True Lies, Starship Troopers.
Nice.
Yeah. He's doing all right. He's not doing... He's done a few, like, X-Men, The Last Stand, Triple X, State of the Union, Bad Boys 2. Yeah, he's paying the rent.
I suppose one thing about being sort of like an editor or something like that, you know, if you ever do a bad film or two, no one really associated with you. You do a bad film as a director, you might not get another gig, but you know, as an editor, like. So yes, maybe he prefers being in the background. Maybe it's less pressure, I suppose, if you're earning a good wage anyway.
Mike's detected a slight accent.
South Wales, yeah.
From the port.
I tell some people I'm from Cardiff because I'm embarrassed to say Newport, but I'm from Newport still.
On a global scale, not many people know Newport, so.
No, that's it. And it's a city name, right? So there's been some things trying to put it on the map. It's all right. Anyway, you're not a bloody prime hotspot for terrorist activity or natural disasters in Wales. So I'm happy. Like.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Nos prefers the old Punishers to the modern ones.
Yeah, I'm not a great fan of the modern ones. The one with Thomas Jane in is terrible. I bought a set I did. It had that one in Warzone. We watched it with my mates for movie night a couple of months ago. We were all bored to death.
It's a long one, isn't it?
Oh, it's just the action's so sparse as well. Like I like the Warzone though with Ray Stevenson, because I like Ray Stevenson. He's a good actor anyway. And it had a good cast with Dominic West as Jigsaw as well. So I quite enjoyed that one.
Yeah, over the top.
But they've never done it justice, so I totally agree. Anyone who's a Punisher fan, you know, they must be a little bit gutted because they haven't really nailed it yet. The TV show was okay, but like all TV shows, got cancelled after a season or two.
Yeah, shame. All right, here's a bit that gets some flack because, well, it's a bit after this when he cuts himself. Because he doesn't bleed when he cuts himself at his wrist, but then later on he gets shot, blood comes out.
Yeah, I did read that one on IMDb earlier, actually. Yeah, so that's a good spot.
Yeah,
Continuity never a strong point in these. No,
we're not watching him.
To be honest, mine, I'm bloody oblivious as I probably wouldn't have spotted it because I just switched my brain off. It's like the bloopers in Gladiator, isn't it? Like where he's wearing jeans on some shots or whatever. I would never have noticed him. It's only because they're world famous. No, he could have pulled in a mobile phone in Gladiator. I probably wouldn't have noticed.
Nothing wrong with Pembrokeshire.
Oh yeah, no, Tamby's lovely.
Yeah, it's a lovely part. I was in Dyfed.
Oh my God,
it existed. Oh, is it Next Level? Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, Triple X2 he was on about, wasn't he? I thought I'd seen that. Triple X3 actually, with the one with Ice Cube.
Yeah, Ice Cube was the only good bit about Triple X3 when he came back.
He's funny, Ice Cube. Like, I do like him. I grew up on sort of 90s hip hop, but when he acts and like he pulls this like scowl on his face all the time as if he's some sort of real madman, and he looks like a soft teddy bear. Really,
he does look soft, and he's like
Ice Cube does. I know.
Was it in Daddy Daycare 2 and that road trip?
Like that. Yeah. So yeah, he's not a tough guy. He thinks he is. We can all tell. But
Was he in Trespass with Ice-T? Was that their only film? Well, they've done a few films together. I can't remember.
I don't know about together. He's definitely in Trespass with Ice-T. It's a good film. I like that film. That's a bit stripped back though, and it's more thriller than sort of action or gangster. But I don't know. Ice Cube? Was he in New Jack City? Ice Cube? I don't think he was. I know Ice-T's in it, obviously.
Yeah, Ice-T, isn't it? Yeah, he's definitely in it.
But yeah, I think that might be the only one they've done together. The two Ices. He's had a good career, Ice Cube. Don't get me wrong. For a one-note actor, he's laughing, but yes, I don't like his big action films. Ghost of Mars, that's a funny one he's in.
Oh yeah.
I don't hate that film as much as a lot of people like John Carpenter.
I don't mind watching it, but then it doesn't really.
No, it's just the acting and then the production value and all. It just looks cheap and nasty.
It was supposed to be Escape from Somewhere 3 with Snake Plissken.
No, I think he might return to that franchise, Mike, because there's rumours that he's coming back for one more film, JC. So it would make sense.
That might help.
Yeah. Right, again, you're a bit in front of me again, eh? And they're driving like
no, I'm going. I'm watching my version.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Anyway. No, there you are. Not too bad. Yeah, that's better. We'll watch your version because it'll finish before midnight.
Oh, he's buying his makeup.
Yeah, he's tuning.
I wouldn't say close to the Cotswolds. It's an hour and a, maybe hour and a half to the Cotswolds. This country.
I'm hopeless with geography. I'm not sure, man.
Swindon way.
Probably wouldn't want to walk here by the sounds of it.
No, you have to go over the bridge. Or one of them.
I might be Swindon actually, because I sometimes go to the MacArthur Grand Shopping Centre in Swindon. It's got some tiny stuff up there, so I kind of know the area. I would have said we were closer to Forest of Dean, really, but not sure that could go to the Cotswolds.
Don't think there's any films have been made there, have
there? No, I suppose not. Could always be the first, I guess. But
oh yeah, we're closer than Liverpool. Yeah. I don't know if they're still filming Midsummer Murders in the Cotswolds.
I'm not sure. You've got a lot of stuff in Cardiff and all there, man, because the BBC got the studios down there and whatever. You always see like
the Casualty and Doctor Who.
You always see like the big. You never see no actors or any action, but you always see like the big catering vans and things like. So you know what's going on. But,
see the Daleks.
Yeah, I was. I'll tell you what. A couple of months ago, well, it must have been like 2 years ago now, actually, because I've been working from home for a while. But where I work in Cardiff, you have to drive past Cardiff University for film. And do you used to watch Stella on Sky One with the girl from Gavin and Stacey, whatever her name is, can't think what her name is.
Yeah.
And there's one of the boys in there, little Alan, like, and he goes to that university. He was crossing the road one day, so give him some abuse out the window. It's like, here's little Alan. I bet he thought I've never heard that one before.
No, there's a new one.
Yeah. I didn't know what else to say. I was going past him so fast. I was like, little Alan.
Yeah. Keep forgetting Vincent Price is in this.
Yeah. What an actor, mind, Vincent Price. Yeah. In Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. You know, like what a trifecta of British actors you had there working together. The thing with Vincent Price, I find, it doesn't matter what he's saying. It always sounds like it's on some bloody operatic level when it comes out of his mouth. He make anything sound cool.
Yeah, I saw, was it the other way? Raw Meat, what it's called.
Okay, well, I haven't seen that one.
Donald Pleasance is in it as a London copper.
Oh, right.
He's like one of the civil servants he has to deal with about this member of parliament that we're missing in the 70s tube line.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, mind, if you is an actor with a discography, like, well, all three of the ones we said, you got some films to go through if you wanted to watch them all.
Yeah, you could probably watch one a day and still not finish the year.
No. But he's good. Vincent Price is good in what's that old biblical film? 12 Commandments. Have you seen that?
Yes.
It's on the way 4 hours, but yeah, he's pretty good in that.
Yeah, I don't think of him when in such drama.
No, I always think of Hammer films whenever you mention any of them, but you know, they did do some thing.
Why are the zombies in this all disfigured? The bad guys.
I know the treat takes ages to turn, didn't he? I think the woman
Yeah.
turned pretty fast at the end as
I
well.
don't know if they brought them back after they started decomposing, and that's the only difference. But I don't think it ever explains it.
Like we said, mate, we're not here for realism and continuity. We're just here for
They can differentiate.
yeah. Makes me sick mind when you see all these lovely houses like in America and all.
There's a hot tub and a wall just running all day.
I know. Like when you see these YouTubers, like my kids watch YouTube all the time, and you see these youngsters and they're like in these massive. Their parents got these massive houses just because their kids are getting like 50 million views on YouTube, pimping out their kids to YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Bit of action here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bit of a fight.
Yeah, he just jumped into the water and pulled him in on mine. Has he done that on yours yet?
Yeah, just got him and then skewered him with his umbrella now.
I've been having that one yet. Better to happen now, and
But yeah, the new Hellraiser, yeah, it's all right. It's just it doesn't need to be 2 hours long.
I didn't like it. Again, I watched it with my mates on Friday. We have a movie night every Friday. We watched it. I didn't like it. I mean, I know it's a conversation for another day, but my biggest gripe with it with Hellraiser, you know, when you think of Hellraiser, you think of these like kind of, it's not necessarily my cup of tea, but you think of erotic horror and like the Lament configuration. It used to like open itself up for these people who were like be perverse and wanted to sort of mix their pleasure with pain. But the characters weren't like that in this new one, were they? They were just like everyday characters, really. Like it just didn't really make much sense for Pinhead and Cenobites to be after them, really. Like. I also thought the Cenobites didn't look that great either. They looked a bit too like plasticky and shiny. I like them to look a bit like raw and fleshy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were a bit dry.
Yeah, dry, that's it. It wasn't to be dripping. And the fat one wasn't in it either. I thought that was a bit disappointing. I don't know if that's him being PC or what, but...
he was. He's been on Slim Fast.
Yeah, he wasn't. He just didn't notice him, yeah. He's been 20 years on a diet, yeah. But I did enjoy it. I agree with you on the running time. It got boring. The last half hour may have been all right, but again, it was led down by some bad CGI, I thought, when the guy's like floating through the air and his mate rips off. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
One for me. I was looking forward to it as well.
Was made on a budget of £1 million or something. What they achieved.
I know, but that's the thing in it with the 80s and the 70s. They had a smaller budget, so I mean they had to use their noggin. You know, had to come up with clever ideas and whatever, and clever storytelling. Too many films these days just rely on top-notch CGI and just don't work for me at all.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, every time I watch this, I never know how much she knows about what's going on.
No.
She seems to act all innocent, but then they keep finding information, but then is it news to her or not? Because she doesn't seem to be involved, but then at the end she is, and that's her dad, but she didn't know it was her dad, didn't know. So I guess must have been in the cut bits.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not massively in with the plot. I've seen this about 4 or 5 times, but
yeah, it's just the zombies and the fighting and the shootings.
That's what he wanted, really.
Yeah, the comedy. It's because is the Doctor actually doing? Because it's supposed to be he's offering rich people to be reborn, resurrected after their death. But then, does he actually bother after they've paid him?
I tell you what, that's brilliant, guys. I better take the money first because obviously you're going to be dead, and then just don't even bother bringing it back to life.
I know.
You can just positive go around all these convention centres offering these people bloody chance to be reborn.
Evening, Pete.
Oh, hiya, Pete. You okay, bud?
Extended haircut dressing scene here.
Again, I think I'm a little bit behind because you've got a bit of man flesh on show there. I haven't got no man flesh. on show on mine.
My guns. Although he's still got better hair than me. And his is
Right.
falling out in clumps.
I just love the way they can get away with all the hair back then as well. These days, like unless it's got a Turkish bloody short back and sides, you know,
Oh,
long hair is just not a thing anymore like it used to be. I wish it was because I'm a white lazy brother. To do it
All about
again. Right, they're driving through Chinatown on mine. They on yours in Chinatown now, yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
Is he cutting up the chicken with the hatchet? Has he done that yet? I think I mean, wouldn't you
Oh,
know?
no, there's the driver. There's the driving. I'm
Here we are.
behind.
Yeah, so this is the guy. Then what did we say he was from?
Oh yeah, it's, Sub-Zero from Running Man and a load of
Yeah.
other stuff. 3 ninjas kick back and stuff like that.
3 Ninjas kick back. God, they were the Sunday morning days during the school holidays. I always used to be on. Have you seen the one with I think his name's Jeff Hardy, Beverly Hills Ninja? Have you seen that? That film is hilarious. Chris Rock's in there as well.
Oh, what a! Can't tell if they're real chicken and ducks or not.
God, you know, rather not know.
I don't know if that's easier for them to chop up real ones than make fake. So yeah, this is K. Luke, I think his name is. He was in the Charlie Chan films of the 40s and 50s, I think. He was number one son or whatever he was referred to, I think.
Okay.
But he's done hundreds of films too.
Kung Fu and martial arts. That's my next genre that I'm gonna get stuck into because I'm not great with my martial arts and Kung Fu movies, especially old-fashioned ones. So that's my next genre to get into.
There's plenty of those. I never realised there's so much.
Oh yeah, I know his stacks. Yeah, I'll probably just start off with the lighter stuff like the Jackie Chan stuff, and then move on to the more obscure stuff then, because it's all remastered. You can get loads of
88 films.
80, yeah, exactly. Yeah, 88 films. Yeah, you got some funny titles. I think one of them's called like Kung Fu Loaf of Bread or something.
Yeah, I've seen some of the early Jackie Chan and Jet Li ones with their weird titles.
Yeah, like this bit's pretty good on this film. Then when the animals come alive, the pig and all.
Yeah, I don't know. It never explained why they've got the system in the middle of the butchers.
Yeah,
bring everything to life, and then you got like wings and legs coming to life, and the pig, and the eggs just blow up.
oh, there it goes.
And then just when you can't think anything gets any weirder, the liver attacks him.
I was going to say what big pile of liver, lovely. Gross. Again, the effects are pretty spot on. I gotta be fair.
Yeah, because he is actually wrestling a pig and a duck at the same time.
That's
she's doing headless ducks.
That must be most great about working on these movies back in the day. Like you don't have to do that green screen rubbish where you have to just pretend that something's there.
Yeah, pretend it's all over there. It moves over there. Just keep watching it and look scared.
I know that's it. It must be easier for the actor though, mustn't it? But they must have just seen some great stuff like walking on set. It must have been amazing for some films.
Yeah. Oh, that bit. When he chops him down the fingers.
Yeah, I know it's gross, that isn't it? Just the thought of that happening.
Yeah.
To your feet or your fingers, or.
Hello,
Oh, you go, the headless pig.
Apparently, it's some poor sod in a big suit.
Yeah.
Walking along, but yeah, it looks convincing.
The duck's alive. The duck soup. Whoops, good job.
Oh yeah, the duck. He shoots the duck's heads off.
Oh, that is a big bit of meat.
Yeah. What would you do with it though?
God.
It's as strong as a cow. It's heavy.
Joe's here to sort them out. Oh, that's what we haven't touched upon yet as well. I was going to say the names of the characters in these films. It's so like unsubtle. I think he's called Roger Mortis, and
I know.
And the woman's called what was the woman's name in this?
Hang on.
It's got a funny. A couple of them got funny names.
Rebecca Smithers as the Doctor. What is the other one? I can't see it. Oh yeah, Randy James.
That's it. So you've got Randy James, and you've got Mr. Bobo's character's called
Where was it? Doug Bigelow.
yeah, Bigelow. That's it. Yeah, so Bigelow. Yeah, Doug Bigelow. That's it. Oh god.
That duck that was in pieces and then splitting itself up. And the bad guys have escaped. There we go. Oh, here's the famous line. Lady, I'm fucking dead. That looks like it hurt. I just left all the evidence lying around.
Yeah. Nice little science lab in your Chinese, as you do like.
But
back
yes,
end of
half
the
cooking
training.
lab, resurrection lab.
I just love you got a pot of spaghettiing amongst all the bloody babies in jars or whatever they got it.
I
Like,
see that.
yeah, it's the spaghetti there. Like, reanimating the duck.
Oh, there's the big clue. A list of initials.
And a Hawaiian shirt and that blue blazer or whatever he's wearing, blue shirt.
Pretty
He's got
cool.
two shirts on. Oh, nice.
Where does she get a needle and thread?
If she got an handbag like my missus, she probably have everything in there.
Well, that is true. Be prepared.
Apart from money. Like she-
No, because you can see him deteriorating as they go on through the film.
yeah.
But then apparently she's already dead because
Okay.
she suddenly deteriorates just at the end of the film, doesn't she? In one of the best.
Like her arm falls off, and like all the face goes all bloody.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, it does look good. No, you're right. Yeah, it is.
But what
spot
doesn't
on.
explain why she just suddenly.
Yeah.
When did she die and how long they?
They've always
Keeping
struggled with that in zombie films, mine, haven't they? Like, you
Yeah.
get the ones who turn just like that, and then you get the characters who are like more involved in the film take ages to turn. It's like, well,
Getting tired of Piscopo's jokes.
I always find you answered in a library, don't you? That's what happened in all these films. Go to the library, dig out the old newspapers.
I know.
You always find your answer. There's like 40 years of newspapers to go through, but on the third click, they usually find the article they're looking for.
It's like, it's like when they go search a house, they go all the way through it. That someone finds one thing, they all stop searching to go and look at it, and then that's it. And there could be more clues if they keep searching.
I know. Scooby-Doo level of bloody mystery.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
What about Treat Williams then? What other films has he been in? Because I do recognise his face, but I don't know.
Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, no, that's him, yeah. He's done quite a lot of serious stuff. He's, was it The Phantom with Billy Zane?
Billy Zane, yeah.
He was in the original Hair from 1979. I don't know if that's the new version. Where do I know him from? Yeah, he's done lots of straight-to-video. Let's see. Marathon Man with Dustin Hoffman, where he was the Central Park jogger that was uncredited.
Central Park jogger.
He's in Empire Strikes Back as Echo Base Trooper. He's familiar.
Some big roles.
There you go. Once Upon a Time in America with Jimmy O'Donnell. That's his big break, I think.
So Once Upon a Time in America, is that the gangster film with Robert De Niro or a different film?
Yeah, there's like a 9-hour version, I think.
Yeah, it's good. It's split down into two parts, and the first part is set when they were kids. And yeah, it's a good film. I haven't seen that for a very long time.
Yeah. I think there's I don't know which versions are out, but then it's at least 3 hours. You gotta.
It's a very long film. Yeah, one of those ones watching a couple of parts.
I think there was a cinema release where that was like 2 hours. They cut it down to 2 hours somehow, and then everyone slated it because it made no sense.
Sitting there, that's the problem. Like with these longer running time films, you split it into two, you cramp it down, you just go with the long running time. I don't mind a long running time. It doesn't put me off a movie if I see it on for a long time, but you know, you don't want to be dragged out and boring. There's got to be enough content there, and to drag it out.
Yeah.
Like superhero films seem to work with longer running times. I don't seem to get too bored with superhero films, but like you say, Midsommar probably is 45 minutes too long. But I like it, don't get me wrong, but
Because where are we? We're already over halfway through already. Look at that. This film just.
It is well paced. I remember thinking that when I first saw it, that it didn't take long to hang about. Like,
no, there. That's the big fight.
I remember the end scene. They sort of go off, don't they, into the light or something, and he comes out with a cheesy line. I can't think what it is.
Yeah, he rips off Casablanca.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, rips off Casablanca.
In reverse. He's got panda eyes now. Oh, for some reason the two women dislike each other. Because it's not really a romantic situation.
No. You do get the old side story, but not in this one.
Oh, although it's a bit similar to was it Dolph Lundgren's Dark Angel, where he's dating the coroner in that one and brings her along for the adventure.
Dark Angel, I seen that film when I was a kid or whatever, when it came out on VHS. I could always remember the bit at the end when the guy says, I come in peace, and he's like, oh, in pieces. But I can never remember what film it was from for years and years. Then obviously when they all started getting remastered and all, I saw it again. Pretty good Dark Angel, I thought.
Yes, that's because, well, it was called I Come in Peace in America. And other countries. For some reason, they changed it for Dark Angel here, which the fact that the agent's catchphrase is I come in peace.
Probably thought it might get mistaken for bloody soft porn or something if they called it that.
Oh, that's a good enough. I'm just going to Google. See if there is one.
But I've never seen that film. It was pretty decent.
I'm got his panda eyes now. Technically, I think he gets his friend killed in this, Joe Piscopo, because he drives off to go and do something, leaves him behind, and then the next bit he's upside down dead in a fish tank.
Can't leave him on his own for 2 seconds.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of inconsistency because then they bring him back and he doesn't know who he is. Trying it on all the time. One day it'll work.
Yeah. Here he comes.
All right. Because spoilers, they kept talking about sequels, but then the writer and everyone else said, well, all the main cast is dead. No one survives this. Good guys or bad guys, so there's no one to bring back. Darren McGavin turning up just to show off his personal license plate, which is a clue. Ah, there you go. She's left him behind
Yeah.
and drives off. And then that's the last we see of Piscopo alive.
He's trying to hook himself up with that bird, isn't he? That's what we do. Take him to a graveyard. That's nice and
Yeah,
romantic.
why not?
That's what he should do.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a tip to the youth of today. Look, if you want to impress a bird, take it to the local graveyard.
Hmm. And why is the graveyard always open, no matter what time of night they go?
I know, it's like churches as well in America. Like, you always just like walk in a church whenever.
Right, I need to get some holy water. Just in case.
I heard somewhere the other day, like, because there's a bit of buzz with the Lost Boys coming on 4K in the scene when they get the holy water, and apparently no church in the area would let them film in the church, so that church was just like a set.
Yeah, it's really, they just knocked up a set. You never notice it. It just looks like a small church, doesn't it? But yeah,
it's just funny, isn't it? Like, why no church would let them do it. It's only a quick scene as well, really. You know?
Yeah. Was it same as Scream? The school said they'd let them film there, and then they found out what it was they were going to be doing, and then they said no, so they had to find another school. And then they
can we film
them in the credits.
Can we make this movie in your school, please? What's it called? It's not called Scream, actually. It's called Learning is Fun.
So yeah, it's like no one reads the script to see what happens.
I know.
Like, Evil Dead 2 was filmed in what was it, a sports hall. They built the set in a sports hall.
Was it? Wow.
Of the cabin, in the school holidays.
There's a new Evil Dead film coming out soon. I hope it's better than bloody Hellraiser.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, isn't it? Although we're only 3 or 4 days from Halloween ending forever.
When you say forever, I assume you mean the next 3 years until they can milk it again. But I can't talk mine. I'll be front row like everybody else when ends come out and see what happens. Yeah. But they'll bring him back again at some point. No doubt. Just too much money to be made, isn't there? When there's too much money to be made.
I guess it'll be a different timeline or reboot or something. But yeah.
Yeah. As long as they get, as long as they can put on the poster or something, authorized by John Carpenter or executive producer. As long as his name's somewhere on there, people won't lose their shit.
He's doing the music for all these last 2 or 3, didn't he? So enjoy that.
But maybe I did not my favorite horror films, not in the slightest. But there's something about them. Like, I've seen Halloween Kills a couple of times since it's come out. But well, there he is, dead in the fish tank.
She's So
as if the body would just stay up perfect like that.
I know, I can't work that one out.
It's like a bloody.
I know he's tired. I think he is suspended from Sonic, but he's a big bloke. I don't think he would stay
I can see that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if it's. So, here we go. Here's the. I need to see who did the special effects on this. Because I haven't seen it mentioned anywhere. Because it's like the Fright Night melting.
Yeah.
Because it is good. Because half her face just turns to goo and drops off, doesn't it?
It's good special effects. I probably shouldn't joke about it, but it kind of looks like she's had a stroke. She's a zombie stroke.
Well, that's the first thing. You think. And then the one hand that changed. I don't know. I'm trying to see how they did this the other day. I don't know if she just rested this fake hand on her leg and then just time lapsed it by decorating it. And she had to keep still. So that would take a long time, but that's the only way. They didn't know how to have digital effects. The only one that lets it down is when she talks as a skeleton at the end. Yeah, her whole half her body just melts. But we don't know why.
But he looks awesome, so it don't matter.
No, it does. Yeah.
Just getting this thing up on my laptop. So I got a feeling my phone's going to run out of batteries. You can always rely on my phone to run out of battery at the worst possible time.
That's what they're designed for, isn't it?
Yeah, I get better picture quality using my phone than my laptop because my laptop's not old, but it's just basic. That's all.
Yeah, I find that as well. Oh, yeah. So her skeleton's talking somehow, even though it's got no flesh, or bones, or muscles, or.
Oh, nice. Oh, there we go. Look. Ooh.
Yeah, I keep showing these bullet holes that they were fired at earlier, and they're like, you can see they're cut out in the shapes of the squibs. They're like rectangle bullet holes.
Oh, there we go. Wicked special effects. You might be a little bit behind you.
All right. She's just melted on. And I was using a thing called.
I bet he's good if that's her right hand.
Hey, keep it clean.
Yeah.
It's a family show.
Oh, great special effects work there. I can't remember this scene. I don't know, maybe if I dozed off the last time I watched it or what, but pretty unforgettable, really. Oh, that was good then when she fell over.
Yeah, I can't. It's very clever how they did it.
Yeah. The computer graphics were a bit dodgy then, but I suppose that's what you were working with back then.
Yeah.
You probably see it now in a minute.
She has just melted then.
Yeah.
So now he's on the phone because, now the doctor's dead.
Nice.
So, this is. Oh, he's found the clue. Yeah, because they went to the mausoleum, and inside the lamp in the side of the mausoleum, there were some numbers written in blood. So he's just worked out, as always in the 80s, numbers translate to phone. Because, Americans use like 1-800-SHOE and stuff like that to find a phone number. Which I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah,
I used to confuse the hell out of me in magazines. I used to be like wrestling magazines. I'd want to phone the American hotline and say 1-800-WrestleMania. You'd be thinking, huh?
Yeah, how do I type that? Oh no.
Yeah.
There's no letters on my phone.
Even worse if you had one of those old school, the wind arounds.
That was a nightmare if you did the wrong number.
Yeah.
It was a wig. There you go. I forgot that. Must have blinked when the scene came on.
I'm going to just fast forward a little bit because again, you ended up in front of me somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Not by much.
2:30 on the digital copy here.
I think it's one of the scenes up by here now is one of the scenes that was cut really heavy for the gore. But I say it's by here, but he has like a shootout with a guy.
Oh yeah, they're just shooting at each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just keep shooting each other for ages now. It's like, oh, this is not working. I'll shut you in this room instead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are like the wigs. Yeah, he's got his collection of wigs there.
All this time I never noticed. Have you ever seen the 1940s film DOA or the 1980s Dennis Quaid one?
Yeah, I've heard of the Dennis Quaid one. I think I probably watched it when I was a kid, but yeah, Dead on Arrival. Yeah, I know that one, Dennis Quaid one. Yeah,
sort of a spin on that apparently, where the guy finds out he's had a deadly poison and he's got 48 hours to find out who poisoned him. So he'll never survive, but he can take out the guy that did it.
Yeah, a bit like that Crank with Jason Statham that lent on that story as well, didn't it? But the director of this as well, his first break was on a Ron Howard film called Grand Theft Auto. I haven't seen it, but I hadn't even heard of it. But
I haven't seen it either. I've heard of it. I keep trying to track it down, but I never forget.
Yeah, a bit of a rarity by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Oh.
Where'd you stock most of your VHS from now? Then, if you need to get them, just car boot sales and all, is it? And private sellers on eBay or whatever?
Yeah, mostly Facebook Marketplace collections. People get rid of them, but usually for free.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's something specific, I'll get it off eBay.
Yeah. I just like seeing the covers I do because they just remind me, like, I seen in your stat the other day you had Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, and the spine is sort of like a skull on the spine. I just always remember having that one, Mike.
Yeah.
Have you got many? I don't know how you would classify them. I call them urban thrillers. But have you got like many from the '90s movies, like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, things like that? Do you watch those sort of movies?
I don't think I have Menace to Society.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have it on a double.
Yeah, I used to have it on VHS, Menace to Society. But a lot of those movies, like the ones I used to watch from the '90s, the urban thrillers, they haven't transferred over to Blu-ray and 4K. I mean, they're not great films, some of them, but you know, shove an American rapper in there, and they usually do all right.
Yeah.
But like this summer, there's a film with Ice Cube called Higher Learning. Ice Cube and Busta Rhymes. It's a good film, but it's like 35 quid on Blu-ray from America. So
cool. Yeah. So yeah, now they've killed the Doctor as well. So everyone's. There's only one good guy left.
He's a weird looking one, isn't he? The one with the long hair looks like bloody Neil off the Young Ones.
Yeah, because
Neil.
It's Tom Noonan who was.
It's Tom Noonan. Yeah, I know Tom Noonan.
I know people have said, but it's not listed in the credits. But he looks just like him from the Arnold film, Last Action Hero. He looks got the same long hair and bald cap.
Yeah, I mainly know him from he was the serial killer in the first Hannibal Lecter film, Manhunter.
Yeah,
and he's in a newer movie called House of the Devil by Ty West as well.
Yeah,
he hasn't got a big part in it, but yeah,
he's in Pledge with Jack Nicholson. But yeah, he's done. I've reached out to him, but apparently because he hasn't got anything to publicize, he's not doing interviews. So
So you just contact them. Do you want their contact details on IMDb and just hope for the best, really? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
You want to try and get because I know other actors, they love talking about this stuff. I know it might be a long shot, but you should give someone like Tony Todd a shout.
He's on the list.
Yeah, but because
I'm purposely not asking horror people at the moment because they're all busy doing conventions.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. They live for the conventions, don't they? But
New Year's and Christmas, they might be a bit less busy.
Danielle Harris is another one as well. The girl who was in the Halloween film. She loves the fans and all that people like. Yeah, I know it's difficult, mind for you, and a lot of these people they might want something in return, mightn't they? But it's good if you can just get someone who wants to talk about movies for the love of it, like.
Yeah, I got a list of people to ask in November when they're probably not doing conventions.
Is it Margot Robbie on there, or?
That might be pushing.
Pass on my details. I think she watches one of the movies. So. There's an ambulance driving itself.
Yeah. How can they always go straight? If I let go of my car,
the tracking's good on that ambulance. My car would be in the river by now or whatever.
Yeah. A nice real crash, though. And then we'll get the appearance of Shane Black in a second. Where is he?
I wouldn't recognise him by face. Shane Black, obviously, I know his writing credits.
Well, yeah, he's got a motorcycle helmet and glasses on, so.
Okay. Instantly recognisable.
Oh, yeah, now I see him. So, where is he? He takes the police bike. When he. There he is. Oh, yeah, there you go. Because he's got the same look as he had in Predator.
Ah, right, okay. Which character does he play in Predator then?
He is the first one to get killed.
The one with the glasses, you said, is it? Yeah.
So, yeah, the one with glasses.
I don't know how this will work, Gareth, but I'm going to try and enter the studio on my laptop because I got a feeling my phone's not going to last. Hang
on.
I'll do it.
Stereo.
I'll turn off my phone so I don't want anything.
There we are, stereo.
I've gone sideways now.
Oh, it's all surreal.
Sorry, it's my...
I knew that one. There you go.
Yeah, let me just...
Camera 1, camera 2. Okay. Are you there, Bumper?
I know why. There we are. My camera's on the side.
You got the lens cap on.
Okay, can you hear me? Sorry, the picture quality might not be so good.
All right. Are you in a smoky room?
Just in my living room. Yeah.
It's fine.
Nothing spooky about my living room. Actually, I've had to take all my framed horror pictures down, all my Chucky dolls. My kids are really petrified of it all. So I got nothing really apart from my little corner in the dining room with my DVDs.
Shrine.
That's my little world.
So here we go. Vincent Price is back. Not bedridden.
Does your missus go on to you, mate, for buying all your VHS, or is she pretty cool about your hobby?
No, it's a problem.
Yeah, I knew what the answer would be. I think everyone's in the same boat. I don't blame my missus. There was a time when I was having a DVD drop through the door every day from Amazon, when we was in lockdown photos.
Yeah.
Here he is, Vincent.
Yeah, in his lovely white suit.
Yeah.
I think so he didn't do much after this, I don't think. He did Edward Scissorhands because he was quite poorly by this time.
Is he in Edward Scissorhands? Oh, yeah, of course he is. He's the scientist at the beginning, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's 93. He died in 93 at 82. Trying to see. There you go. Noss's other half supports his obsession.
Good. Glad someone does. I mean, the price of movies these days, they've just gone through the roof, and it's just astronomical. Even in the last 3 or 4 years, I've started collecting again. I've noticed a boom. I've got to be fair.
Yeah. Well, was it back in the old days of 2 for 25 quid from HMV for DVDs, and now you can get them in a charity shop for 20p.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? But VHSs used to be a tenner, didn't they? God, the video shops used to pay about 8 quid for their rental copies.
Yeah, ridiculous. Now they're worthless, most of them.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame, really. But I'm from the VHS era mind, you never get better than that. Home entertainment, really. Everything's too polished now or too convenient. Remember, watching a film rented from the video shop years ago, and you watch a trailer at the start, and that'd be really the only way you know about new films coming out. Pretty
much, yeah. Went to the cinema and saw it, and
kids don't know how easy they got it these days.
Let's talk about how easy kids got it now.
Information-wise, you could think of a movie now from the 80s. As long as you can remember 1 or 2 bits about it, you'll probably be able to find it no problem using the internet. But back in the 90s or whatever,
yeah,
the word of mouth or the video shop had it.
Yeah, and there was no Blockbuster within 100 miles of me, so I
was the same. I only ever had the sister chain, Ritz, but I just used to use the local video shops. I used to have news agents that doubled up as video shops, didn't you?
When was that? I think we just saw, what's his name? The martial artist. Glenn? What's his name?
No, I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest.
Choked out Steven Seagal.
Oh, well, good on him.
Gene LaBelle. Yeah, that was him.
Oh, right. No, I can't say I've heard of him, to be honest.
No, I haven't, but he's quite famous, apparently. And we missed Elena Quigley as well.
Yeah.
No, yeah, here's the shootout.
This is the bit that was heavily added. Yeah. It's a bit of a Terminator vibe to this, mind.
Was it not? Most I pay is for 4K or boutique legal releases.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to pay it. I like to wait for price drops, but the problem with price drops is when you don't get something when it's brand new, you buy it when it's been out 6 months. You don't get the same, I don't know, elation when you buy it brand new, but if it's
some of the boutique ones are like limited editions, isn't it? So if you don't buy it straight away, you won't be getting it.
That's it, and there's certain
Yeah.
levels as well, though. Like, I don't mind 25, 30, but some of these ones are going for 50, 60 quid now, like Second Sight Drive, things like that.
Yeah, it's like what was it, the Batman?
Yeah, there was a £70 one of them on there with a case and
it's
all.
like £10 DVD, £15 Blu-ray, £20 4K, and then just keeps going up and up and up.
I know. Or you can pay £40 and get these postcards and this poster.
How about I just steal the postcards from HMV, then buy the DVD?
I know.
Yeah.
That was another good thing about the video shops back in the day. You could ask them for the posters, couldn't you? When they were finished advertising the movies, and most of them would give them to you. Like,
yeah, so many posters I used to have and don't have anymore, which is a shame.
Yeah.
What's that? 2 for 24, 3 for 40 for 4K, and up to 110 for boutique release. Yeah.
Well, if you paid £110 for one movie, you need your head read. I gotta be fair.
It's going to be gold, made of gold.
Well, that's it.
And that's the price is going to go up.
That's what I mean. With inflation, 5 years' time, you probably will end up paying that for certain movies.
Yeah.
But I like to have the physical copies, but at the same time, I don't want to be held to ransom because only limited amount of people buy them, so they got to charge more to make their money.
Yeah, I can understand. Not everyone. Even
I'm not a quality geek. I'm not, though. Do you know what I mean? I'll watch a VHS or a DVD. I won't sit there and think, "Oh my god, this would look better on Blu-ray" when I'm watching it. I just watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm trying to. Go on, sorry.
No, I was just say sometimes I just watch stuff on YouTube because I can't get it, and then it's like low quality.
It scratches your itch, because like you said about £20 DVDs in the charity shop, you might have a film on 4K for 25 quid, but you might go and buy the DVD for £20, watch it, and that might satisfy you. You might feel that I don't need to go and spend 30 quid. I've done that so many times.
That is true. There you go. So you got 110 Gamers Collection. Came with postcards, map, graphic novel, and every Gamera film. Oh,
the Gamera collection, yeah. I mean, that's different then when you get in a collection and you've got a bunch of films and they're beautifully restored. But just for one movie, like with our drive, it just gets a bit too much.
Yeah.
I still got it in my Amazon basket in shopping list, like in the hope that it'll go down, but it never does. Price dropped 1% in the last 6 months.
Yeah. Oh. Now the Darren McGavin shoots himself. Does Vincent Price get shot as well now? I can't remember.
I might be a bit behind on you again.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how different speed is. It's the same film. You don't notice the difference.
When you watch your VHS, then you obviously have you got like an old tube telly to watch them on, or do you just watch it on a mod? I know you've got this little one that you use now for these videos. Yeah. Is that what you watch yours on as well, or
depends? I've got a VHS under this desk, so I can put it on the computer widescreen with some software.
Yeah,
if I ever need to see it.
Cool.
Oh, here we go. So he's about to get messy.
Wait, he is with that gun, McGavin, just like randomly shooting anywhere. Well, I will miss his.
Yeah, there was Uzis in the 80s, AK-47s in the 90s.
Yeah.
What's the weapon of choice these days? AR-15s.
Oh, there were assault rifles these days, isn't it? But I like the Uzis and the automatic machine guns from the 80s. And then
it's like playing Operation
Someone pulls out a Gatling gun. Predator or Django.
Again, Knots won't pay more than £25 for a single movie. Yeah. And they must have multiple cuts of the film. There you go.
Yeah. I actually set my limit to £20. I do for new ones because some of them come out at 25, some of them come out at 20. I think 20 is enough. I do for a standard release.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they don't shoot Vincent Price. They shoot all the machinery up. And what's left of Darren McGavin.
You're on the credits. Oh, yeah, he's just blown up
Oh,
McGavin.
yeah, but yeah, the credits are on now. I'm in 3 different speeds. And
Still going for me a sec. Vincent Price is giving them some
trying to
words.
bribe them.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to blast him or just...
Yeah, I thought they did, but they don't. I guess
Yeah, no.
respect.
You just shoot all the equipment, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can't shoot big VP, can you? No one wants to be that guy.
It's sort of a happy ending, I guess. You don't see them dissolve.
No. I wonder if there was ever any sequel talk. I mean, not saying, we were desperate for a sequel. But...
Yeah, they couldn't think of a way to bring them back. I guess.
Yeah, this is it now. The old Casablanca line, like you said, they're walking off into the white.
Oh yeah, he wants to come back as a girl's bicycle seat.
Yeah, I was watching that video. And I was in my head. I was thinking, what does he say? I know he says something rude. I thought he was going to say a tampon. I know it sounds gross. But yeah, he says a girl's bicycle seat. That's it. Yeah, girl's bicycle seat. I mean, he could at least pick something that's actually living, not a bit of plastic. I'll come back as a plastic seat.
Well, I guess.
There we are. Maybe there's the credits on mine as well. K. Luke, that's the guy who was on it earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's have a look. Who's in there? Stuntman. Do we recognise any? Dan Bradley? No, I don't think. Not the one I was thinking of. George Wilbur. There you go. One of the. Michael Myers is in it. Thought I remembered one of them.
The mask.
Yeah. Which one was he? The one with padding.
You got Stephen R. Bannister. I don't know if I recognise that name. He was the thing at the start.
Yeah, sometimes you notice names. Hey, Mike's just turned up just in time for the credits. Hi, Mike.
All right, Mike. Yeah, Mike, he's got the coolest moustache in the world, mind having any fair play to him.
Yeah, I'm very jealous. I can't grow anything like that.
No, I've been trying for 41 years. Time to give up now.
Yeah, I need to get one of those Poirot moustaches, I think. I can't be bothered with doing it all the time. Waxing it and keeping it in the little net at night. Let's see. Who was on Dan Bradley? Why does that sound familiar? What's the music playing? 80s rock.
I love it. Back on my one, like the artwork, it's got Piscopo there. He's holding up a pair of girls' pants. I don't know how that relates to the movie. Like, do we see that?
He does in the movie, just for a quick scene, because he says he holds up saying spare panties. So you were packing for a few days. But yeah, it's an odd choice to put in the poster.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit weird.
There's the caterer, Movie Land caterers. There we go. Dead Heat is performed by Phil Settle. Don't recognise him.
No, name I recognise, although I'm not great with scores, and that's his John Williams or Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman guy, you used to see his name on every film you'd watch.
He was around the late 90s.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, was it one part of the Army of Darkness theme, wasn't it? The pre-battle.
Right, okay.
Simpsons opening credits and Tales of the Crypt and loads of TV and then loads of films. Yeah, he was very busy. Yeah. Hey, it's finished. Only an hour and 23 with credits.
Well, at least no one can say it outstays his welcome, that's for sure.
Oh, no. One of those it says on the tin.
Yeah. But like I said, sometimes that's better. Some of these movies with these stupid long running times, I just don't know what they're trying to achieve. Hour and 20, hour and 30, ideal.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. The review is, next to Roger Mortis, RoboCop is just a transformer with something mushy inside. The Toronto Star newspaper. So, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Some of the reviews back then. It says 80 minutes approximately.
Yeah, they don't even know how long it's on for.
No, oh, hang on, we're on to static now.
Mine says 84 minutes on mine, but
Let's rewind that. These cops are on the biggest murder case of their lives, their own.
I got my tagline on mine: "You can't keep a good cop dead." Fair enough. You don't get the taglines, do you, on the posters anymore either? Like these days, it's just like snippets from reviews. But back in the day, some of the taglines on the posters were awesome. Maybe the one on Child's Play, it was like, when Freddy has a nightmare, he has a nightmare about Chucky.
That's a good one.
Didn't roll off the tongue very well, but it was. I always thought that was a funny tagline.
There you go. Nos is a big fan of long films. Yeah, trouble. As long as it doesn't lose, pace and. But yeah, sometimes you think, oh, just get on with it.
Sometimes they push you off even watching a film, don't they? You know, if it's a certain time of night, you check the run time to think if you can squeeze it in. And you're just like, no, I won't be watching that tonight.
Well, that's what happened with Hellraiser. With me the other night, I thought, oh, I'll put Hellraiser on as it's come out and watch it out. And then, 2 hours, no.
I know, that's why.
Save that for earlier in the night.
But no, that was needlessly long, that film anyway, waste of time.
Yeah, I was the first half. I was like, all right, this is all right. Don't hate it, and it's getting on. What's going to happen? And then then she gets to the house, and then she's wandering around that house for like ages and investigating.
Yeah, I know, man.
Get someone.
I know. By the time you get to the 20 minutes and at the end, where it gets good again, you've lost interest a bit. But still, whatever. It's been quite well reviewed, so somebody's liking it. So.
Maybe the sequel will carry on, but or they'll just shoehorns the Cenobites into another thriller like they did with all the other films at the end.
Oh, no, yeah, they had them all in it, didn't they? The Chatterer, that's the one I like, but again, they just they just didn't look like Cenobites. Like I said, they weren't gooey enough, they weren't flashy enough.
Yeah, they look like they're wearing like suits, armor.
Yeah.
The old ones, they were more darker, I think. Kept in the dark, and then they did look.
Again, it's probably down to a lot of the practical effects work as well, the makeup work, make it look real, than whatever was used as CGI or whatever.
Chucking some KY jelly everywhere just to make
it. Yeah, God, I hate to think they'd done some of the juicy special effects back in the day, man.
Yeah, a lot of toxic stuff.
Yeah, like I wonder what they used for the slime in Slimer when Bill Murray gets slimed like and he's covered in crap. I wonder what they used for that.
Yeah, wouldn't get away with it now, probably.
No, it's like some modern day horror films. Have you seen that film Eden Lake, the British one? And like there's a scene where she hides in the bin and is full of like just dirty waste and horrible gunk. I just think, imagine being an actress and having to get in there. Oh.
Yeah, I think it'd take 2 days to film this bit from different angles. And
put them too well. Yeah, this will probably take a week to film this scene, love. Just in there. Still.
Right, we're caught up with the chat, so let's call it a night.
Yeah, that's fine. I enjoyed myself. It went much quicker than I thought it was going to go. I got to be honest.
Yeah, I can't believe how quick that film went.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mate. Well, thanks for getting me on. Anytime you've got a gap in the future, give me a shout.
Now you said that. You see, you have to commit to it.
Yeah, mate, I don't mind. Honestly, every night I watch a movie anyway, so this way I get a bit of company.
That's always nice.
Apart from my dog.
All right. Well, thanks everyone in the chat. Mike, Nos, and everyone that turned up. Real Fifth Beatle is on later tonight, I think. He's on the midnight show. If you're up.
I won't be. A wind down maybe a cup of tea.
All right.
Yeah, episode of Tales from the Crypt or something like that, and then.
Yes. I keep meaning to rewatch all those.
I just sometimes you just want something for like half hour, an hour, don't you? So I watch Tales from the Crypt or Twilight Zone. Masters of Horror is pretty good. Have you seen that?
I saw it when it came out, the first season or whatever it was, but I never
get some good
ones available after that.
Yeah, it was expensive to buy as well. I've looked to buy it from Germany, but it's expensive.
That's a trouble. Yeah.
All right, then, mate. No worries, then.
All right. I'll say good night to everyone. Good night, everyone. And thanks, everyone. See you next time.
Thanks a lot,
Good night.
guys.